In the heart of the American West, amidst the dusty streets of Strawberry, a rugged gunslinger named Arthur Morgan sets out on a quest to uncover the truth behind the disappearance of his friend Gavin. Little does he know, this journey will lead him down a path shrouded in darkness, where secrets lurk in the shadows and danger awaits at every turn. Stay tuned till the end to determine the fate of Mary Beth and Arthur's adventure.
And we have the knowledge of that. But with that comes the knowledge of Ladies, this is all breed, sons and
The vast expanse of the American West stretches out before us. Towering mountains cast long shadows over the plains below. In the distance, we see the small town of Strawberry, nestled against the rugged landscape. The year is 1899, and the Old West is a land of opportunity, danger, and mystery. The dusty streets bustle with activity as cowboys and outlaws go about their business. Among them is Arthur Morgan, a rugged gunslinger with a troubled past. He enters the saloon, his keen eyes scanning the room for any signs of trouble.
Has anyone seen Gavin around?
Sorry, Arthur. Haven't seen him in days.
Arthur's brow furrows with concern. Gavin, a British expatriate, had been traveling with his friend Nigel, but now he seems to have vanished without a trace.
Damn it, Gavin, where the hell are you?
Arthur rides out into the wilderness, his horse's hooves pounding against the dirt road. The moon hangs low in the sky, casting an eerie glow over the landscape. As Arthur ventures deeper into the wilderness, he senses that he's being watched.
Who's there?
A shadowy figure emerges from the trees, their face obscured by the darkness.
Arthur, I know what happened to Gavin.
Arthur's pulse quickens as the figure steps into the moonlight, revealing themselves to be Mary Beth, a member of Arthur's gang.
Mary Beth, what are you doing out here?
You need to come with me. I found something strange.
Arthur follows Mary Beth deeper into the woods, his senses on high alert. Eventually, they come upon a clearing where a strange symbol has been carved into the earth.
What in God's name?
Mary Beth kneels down beside the symbol, her fingers tracing its intricate lines.
I think Gavin stumbled upon something he wasn't meant to find.
Arthur's mind races as he tries to make sense of the situation. Could Gavin's disappearance be linked to whatever dark secrets lie hidden in these woods? Arthur and Mary Beth cautiously approach an old cabin, its windows boarded up and its doors hanging off their hinges. The air is thick with tension as they step inside, their footsteps echoing off the dusty floorboards.
Stay close, Mary Beth. We don't know what's waiting for us here.
They explore the cabin, searching for any clues that might shed light on Gavin's whereabouts. Suddenly, Arthur spots something glinting in the corner of the room, a blood-stained journal lying on the floor.
Look at this.
He picks up the journal and flips through its pages, his eyes widening with each passing moment.
The cult of the Crimson Eye, sacrifices, ancient rituals.
Mary Beth's blood runs cold as she realizes the gravity of their discovery.
This is bigger than we thought, Arthur. We need to get out of here before
Before she can finish her sentence, a sinister figure emerges from the shadows, brandishing a blood-stained knife.
Well. Looks like we have ourselves some intruders.
The air inside the cabin is thick with tension as Arthur and Mary Beth face off against the cultists, their weapons drawn and their nerves on edge. The leader of the cult, a towering figure draped in dark robes, steps forward with an air of menace.
You've stumbled into something beyond your comprehension, outsiders. The cult of the Crimson Eye does not take kindly to trespassers.
Arthur narrows his eyes, his grip tightening around his revolver as he stares down the cult leader with steely determination.
We're not afraid of you or your twisted rituals. Where's Gavin? What have you done with him?
The cult leader's lips curl into a sinister smile, his eyes gleaming with malice as he gestures to the blood-stained altar at the center of the room.
Gavin? Oh, he's long gone, sacrificed to our Dark Master in the name of power and eternal glory. You two will make excellent replacements.
Mary Beth's blood runs cold as she realizes the true extent of the cult's depravity. With a defiant roar, she charges forward, her rifle blazing as she unleashes a barrage of bullets upon the cultists. The cabin erupts into chaos as Arthur and Mary Beth fight tooth and nail against their assailants, their determination unyielding in the face of overwhelming odds. But just as it seems they might be overwhelmed, Arthur spots a glint of silver on the cult leader's neck, a locket identical to one Gavin always wore. With renewed determination, Arthur charges forward, his fury fueling every blow as he unleashes a barrage of punches upon the cult leader. As the leader crumples to the ground, defeated, Arthur retrieves the locket, his heart heavy with grief and anger. Arthur and Mary Beth emerge from the woods, their faces pale and their hearts heavy with the weight of what they've discovered. As they make their way back to town, Arthur clutches Gavin's locket tightly in his hand, a silent vow to seek justice for his fallen friend, burning in his heart. Their encounter with the cult of the Crimson Eye may be over, but the scars it has left behind run deep. As they step into the saloon, the weight of their burden hangs heavy upon them, a reminder of the darkness that lurks just beyond the horizon in the unforgiving landscape of the American West.
We need to warn others. This cult, they're dangerous.
Mary Beth nods in agreement, her mind already racing with plans to thwart the cult's sinister agenda. As the sun sets over the American West, Arthur and Mary Beth ride off into the horizon, determined to uncover the truth behind Gavin's disappearance and put an end to the cult of the Crimson Eye once and for all. But in a land where danger lurks around every corner, they know that the road ahead will be fraught with peril. As Arthur and Mary Beth delve deeper into their investigation, they uncover the truth behind Gavin's disappearance. It is revealed that Gavin had indeed stumbled upon the cult of the Crimson Eye, a secretive group practicing ancient rituals and sacrifices in the wilderness. Gavin, ever the curious explorer, had ventured too close to the cult's hidden sanctuary and witnessed something he was never meant to see. Realizing the danger he was in, Gavin attempted to flee, but he was captured by the cultists before he could escape. The cult, fearing that Gavin would expose their dark deeds to the outside world, decided to silence him permanently. They took him to their secluded cabin in the woods, where they performed a sinister ritual, sacrificing him to their twisted god in a bid to protect their secrets. Arthur and Mary Beth's discovery of Gavin's blood-stained journal in the abandoned cabin confirmed their worst fears. They now knew the truth behind Gavin's disappearance and the sinister nature of the cult they were up against. With this knowledge in hand, Arthur and Mary Beth vowed to bring justice to Gavin and put an end to the cult's reign of terror once and for all. But little did they know that their journey was far from over, and the cult's influence reached deeper into the heart of the West than they could have ever imagined. The confrontation between Arthur, Mary Beth, and the cult of the Crimson Eye was a tense and harrowing encounter that tested their courage and resolve to the limit. As Arthur and Mary Beth explored the abandoned cabin where they had discovered Gavin's journal, they were suddenly confronted by members of the cult who emerged from the shadows, wielding weapons and wearing eerie masks that concealed their identities.
Well. Looks like we have ourselves some intruders.
Arthur and Mary Beth stood their ground, their hands tightening around their weapons as they prepared to defend themselves against the cultists. The leader of the cult, a sinister figure with eyes as cold as ice, stepped forward, his voice dripping with malice.
You've stumbled upon something you were never meant to see, outsiders. Now you must pay the price for your curiosity.
Arthur and Mary Beth exchanged a determined glance, silently communicating their resolve to stand up to the cult and protect each other at all costs. With a battle cry, they launched themselves into action, engaging the cultists in a fierce and desperate struggle. The sounds of gunfire and clashing steel echoed through the cabin as Arthur and Mary Beth fought tooth and nail against their assailants. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, they refused to back down, their determination fueled by the memory of their friend Gavin and the injustice of his fate at the hands of the cult. After a grueling battle that seemed to stretch on for an eternity, Arthur and Mary Beth emerged victorious, the last of the cultists lying defeated at their feet. But their victory came at a cost, as they surveyed the carnage around them and realized the true extent of the darkness they were up against. With the cult vanquished, Arthur and Mary Beth knew that their fight was far from over. But as they stood together amidst the wreckage of the cabin, they found strength in each other's presence, and a renewed sense of purpose in their quest to bring justice to Gavin and ensure that no one else would fall victim to the cult of the Crimson Eye ever again. As the dust settled, and the echoes of their confrontation with the cult faded into the night, Arthur and Marybeth stood together, their breaths heavy with exhaustion, but their spirits unbroken. With the cult of the Crimson Eye defeated, and Gavin's fate finally brought to light, they knew that their journey was far from over. The West was still a land of untold mysteries and hidden dangers, but they faced the future with newfound determination and a bond forged in the fires of adversity. As they rode off into the horizon, the stars twinkling overhead like guiding beacons, Arthur and Marybeth knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, as allies and as friends. For in the vast expanse of the American West, where shadows lurked at every turn and danger could strike at any moment, there was strength in unity and hope in the knowledge that no matter how dark the night, the light of justice would always prevail.